So let let's discuss some multiple choice question on contract laws. These questions will be helpful for your competitive exams. Question: in case of joint promise, generally a promisee can compel. The correct answer is all the joint performers promises to perform, some of them to perform, any one of them to perform. The correct answer is all of these choices. First question: when a minor becomes a partner on attaining majority, his liability commences from. The correct answer is date of his admission to the benefits of the partnership form. Next question: which one of the following is not correct? So there are four statements. First, agreement in restraint of legal proceeding is void. Second, agreement influenced by coercion is void. Third, agreement in case of ambiguous is void. Fourth, agreement in restraint of marriage is void. The correct answer is agreement influenced by coercion is void. Next question, an agreement not enforceable by law is said to be. The correct answer is void contract. Next question, which of the following is not a ground of frustration? The correct answer is commercial hardship. Now you have to tell which of the statement is correct. So promise plus consideration equals agreement. Agreement plus enforceability equals contract. Third, proposal plus acceptance equals promise. Fourth, all of the choices. The correct answer is all of the choices. Now next question, A proposes B later to sell A's house to B at a certain price. B accepts the proposal of A by posting a letter to A. Select the correct option. The correct option is the communication of the acceptance is complete against B when the letter is received by A. So you have to refer the section of Indian Contract Act and read it thoroughly related to the communication of acceptance and communication of proposal. It is a very repetitive question which comes in the competitive exams. So learn this, and if there is any query, do let us know in the comment section. We will try to make another video explaining the concept fully. Next question, under the Indian Contract Act 1872, which one of the following does not fall in the meaning of fraud? The correct answer is positive assertion of unwarranted statements. Consider the following statements. First, two manifestations of willingness to make the same bargain do not constitute a contract. Second, contractual obligation arises if services are rendered which in fact fulfill the terms of an offer but are performed in ignorance that the offer exists. The correct answer is one only, because only first statement is correct. So this is the last question for the day. Which of the following maxims is not related to the law of contract? A. Consistent ad idem. B. Aeternum mentum. C. Ex nudo pacto non oritur action. D. Actus non fecit reum nisi mens sit rea. So the correct answer is option D, because this maxim is related to criminal law. So these were the all questions for today. Keep practicing, keep learning, and spread love.